Hey, would you look at this really cool Atari 2600 themed Raspberry Pi case? You want to see what's inside, where I got it, and more importantly, how you can win this yourself totally for free? Stick around, we're going to find out all that and more right now.
Don't you know that you're a grown up? No games, no puns. Not allowed if you're a grown up.
Hey there, welcome back to Gen X Grown Up. I'm John, I am a Gen X Grown Up, and I want to thank you for checking out this video and the rest of the channel. So hot on the heels of my review of the Atari VCS last week, this is the new console or set-top box or mini computer, whatever you want to call it, that was crowdfunded through Indiegogo, and I'm still playing with it. I've got it sitting under my TV, I plug it in periodically, and I'm exploring what else I can do with it, but it didn't quite thoroughly scratch the itch I had for playing some old emulated Atari console gaming. It had some stuff in those vaults, but not quite enough. Now, you know how the internet works. If you search for one thing, pretty soon it's going to start showing you ads for 100 other things that it thinks you might be interested in. So between the Googles and the Amazons and the Facebooks, they told me about this thing that I couldn't help but purchase. This is an all-in-one Atari Retropie kit. Comes from Micro Center. Now, I got mine from Amazon, and I'll throw a link down in the description below if you'd like to pick one up yourself. It's 99 bucks. And by the way, if you stick around toward the end of the video, we're going to give this very one away once we're done producing videos with it. So if you would like to get this for your own, totally for free, I'll tell you how. So what I'm going to do here in this video is run this thing through its paces. We're going to put it together, get it booted up. We're going to show you what the gameplay is like, see what the interface is. We know it's Retropie, so you've seen that. You kind of know what's coming. So let's see if this one can scratch the itch that I have for some classic Atari gameplay. All right, let's get started. Well, let's start with the guts. Let's get this Raspberry Pi open, which is kind of like the size of a deck of cards. If you've seen a Raspberry Pi before, you know just what you're getting into. There he is. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot it came with a controller, obviously. So this big box is looks like a super generic brand kind of PlayStation controller. That'll get the job done. Okay. This is in fact just a power supply, which we'll definitely need. Get that ready. Here's that software. It's actually marked for $25. I guess you can roll your own one of these little Atari units if you wanted to, theoretically. Get to the SD card. That's it. That's all that's in there. Now here's the component I've been most looking forward to, that Atari 2600 themed case. Yeah, Atari instructions, don't need those. Come on, give me the toy. I want the thing. Oh my goodness. It's in 8 million little pieces. Look at this. it's a kit. It's something I get to build. Oh, right, here we go. I looked in this quick start guide to see, and look, it's this beautifully insane erector set of a Raspberry Pi case. All right, let's get this thing built. Unlike a lot of Retropie cases I've seen, this isn't just a clamshell that you just, clamp the Retropie into. This thing is a you build it kit that really does a cool job of very subtly invoking that Atari 2600 vibe, and I think that's cool. Well, now that it's all together, there's only one thing left to do, and that is take it for a spin. Around the back, we're going to plug in that USB connection to the weird PlayStation-ish controller. We're going to plug in a hardwire network cable, and then on the side, we're going to plug in, of course, HDMI and power it up. Now, I just got that included kind of PlayStation-y controller that we're going to use here, and it looks like they just want me to come up and click on this. Are you sure? Oh, this is actually an OS update. Yeah, for sure. Give me whatever you got. So it just completed that OS update. Looks like this Retropie is rebooting, so let's see what we got. Ah, loading. Hello, Retropie. I see 30 games available in arcade. What about my 91 2600 games? 5200 as well, 12 games in there, and 7800, yeah, 10 of those. Now, I don't think there's any other 40 ColecoVision games. I had no idea. Okay. All right, yeah, well, this is the lineup of arcade titles I would expect from an Atari bundle. Yeah, your Canyon Bomber, Centipede, Crystal Castles, Lunar Lander. Oh yeah, some good stuff. Let's try let's try Centipede. That's an all-time classic. Let's give that a shot. Centipede. Now, Centipede had a trackball, so I'd be curious to see how it controls with this little, oh, it's not bad. So, it's using the analog stick. It's okay. It's not a trackball, but, I'm navigating. It's as good as playing on the 2600 or so. Ooh, a 900-point spider. Nice. Let's give Missile Command a try. That's another one that was a trackball game. Let's see if that controls as well. All right. Yes, defend my cities. Here I go. Whoa! That control is like nothing. Like, it's just stuck in the corner. Maybe there's more control configuration needed, but Nope. Okay, that's not great. Now, Space Duel is one that doesn't have any analog controls. It was just all buttons. So let's see if that fares. Controls are confusing. Maybe there needs to be some more mapping, but like I don't know how to select the game to start even. Now, if you're a longtime Retropie expert, you might be screaming at your screen and going, well, hey, just configure the controls. But I mean, this is an out-of-box experience, and like certain things probably should just kind of work. Why don't we try something that doesn't have that sort of control? How about Asteroids? All buttons. That should be a no-brainer. Let's give it a shot. Alrighty. Yep, I can turn and thrust. That's looking good. Oh, well now, the same button as fire in hyperspace. Where's my ship? So maybe there needs to be some controller remapping, but okay, we'll give a benefit of the doubt there. Maybe some controller remapping is needed. Let's try some Atari 2600 stuff. I mean, Missile Command, so we just tried the arcade Missile Command. Let's give this a shot. All right, moving is great. Yep, I can use the analog or the D-pad. Oh, this is perfect. This is fantastic. Yep, this is the way it should be. Now, for everything the arcade ones were kind of like making me meh about, this is fantastic actually. It's perfect, it looks great, control is wonderful. What I know exists on the Retropie that I'm not exploring here is save states. You can save where you are in a game and load that stuff up with hotkeys. All that is really neat to kind of explore. So there's a lot more to do than just play the games. You can play with the games, you know what I mean. And I'm gonna try some adventure because it's adventure. Yeah, there's nothing not to like about the Atari 2600 part of this little Atari Retropie. Now we're not quite done. We've got some more to look at, but before we continue, I promise you I'd tell you how you could enter for your chance to win the very unit we're reviewing. And so here's all you have to do. So head over to Discord, find our Discord server, just go to genxgrownup.com/Discord. Once you're in the server, look for the channel called Gen X Grown Up Contests. Click on that and go down and just type in Atari Pie right in the message window, and that's going to enter you. And then be sure to check back periodically on our Discord server, because once we pick a winner to give away this Atari Retropie unit, we'll message you in Discord privately and get your information on how to ship it. Okay, let's move along. All right, so we've got a few things in the 5200. Yeah, let's look at the 5200 Asteroids just for fun. Yes, it's the 5200 Asteroids, and it's just everything you remember it to be. It's not as good as original Asteroids. In ways, you know, it's not even as good as 2600 Asteroids if you ask me, but here we got some real sports football here, and a quick peek in the 7800 section. Oh, Food Fight jumps out at me. Let's give that a quick peek. Eat the cone, player one. All right, I will. And finally, ColecoVision games. I was stunned that these were even on here. I mean, they're not advertised. Here's the ColecoVision version of Miner 2049er. So look at this. They promise 100 Atari games. What they deliver after that software update, they over-deliver by 80 plus games to give you 183 games. ColecoVision stuff I didn't know was there. And look, controls, yeah, pretty spotty for non-2600 games, admittedly. Now, what I do know is that people swear by Retropie, so I'm going to assume that there's some more configuration and tweaking you can do to make that control stuff perfect. It wasn't there for me out of the box, and that's what I am reporting. I just haven't delved that deep to find that stuff yet. Now, this has been a fun little first look at this Atari Raspberry Pi kit. I had a lot of fun building it and looking to see what potential it has. The Atari 2600 is just perfect in it, so I can't complain a bit there. Those control challenges, again, I think can be overcome, but I'm far from finished at looking at this thing. In the next video on this Atari Retropie, I am going to see how much more I can load into it and make it do from my own ROM collection, not just Atari stuff, but anything I can pack on it. And don't forget, we're giving this thing away if you jump to the end to find out how to sign up. I did that earlier in the video, shame on you. Go find it. Anyway, I hope you'll stick around for more coverage of this sweet little thing. I hope you found something to enjoy in this video, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, you made it to the end. If you liked this video, the best way to say thanks is to watch one more. Here are a couple suggestions that you just might enjoy. And if you love our content, maybe consider becoming a Patreon supporter by following the link on screen.
Unacceptable for grown-ups. Your dinner cannot just be French fries.